On today's stream, I watched even more of the scariest ghost sighting videos on the internet. Now, if you're a subscriber to this channel, then you already know what's going off, but if you're new here, then let me give you the rundown. There's a channel called BizarreBub, which compiles the creepiest, most scary ghost videos from all over the internet. And whenever they upload, I sit down on stream and watch the compilation to determine whether I think each video is real or fake. You see, I've been ghost hunting several times. You can find videos of me doing it on my main channel. And on these hunts, I've witnessed terrifying things that make me truly believe that the paranormal exists. I am, however, realistic. And I know a lot of people out there fake these things to get views on the internet. So are these videos terrifyingly real or hilariously faked? It varies every time, and you're gonna have to stick around to see. And of course, if you do enjoy, please feel free to subscribe. As I said, this sort of horror content is very frequent over on my Twitch, and I would love for you to go follow that channel and watch the streams live to come and debunk these videos with me. But I get that you may be busy as the streams are happening, so subbing here means you never miss the upload of VODs to watch at your leisure. Anyways, all that being said, I hope you enjoy this stream. Let's watch this video, shall we? Alright, so why can't I hear it then?
As with any birthday celebration.
Let's try that again. So, BizarreBub, I hope you're all ready. I'm going to eat a chocolate bar. Whoa, there. Okay there, pal. You're at a 10. You need to be at a 2. I need to be at whatever I need to be at, damn it. I'm about to eat some chocolate. We're going to an 11. That shit was delicious. We turn on those closed captions.
On May 10th of 2024, a small family gets together
Jack,
to celebrate someone's birthday.
Does your name mean Jack of all trades? Because Manifold means being good at multiple things, or is you just happen to be Jack Manifold?
No, it's just my legal name. It's just my government name. I wasn't no one clued me in on internet safety. It's just my government, I'll be honest. It's a regret of mine, but, you know, you can't take it back. You can't take it back. So, yeah, that's just my name.
As with any birthday celebration, the traditional happy birthday song is sung by everyone there. However, it would be during
Coding the nightly news, but I can't stop that Manifold grind.
What do you mean
Love
coding?
Me some ghost content.
Thank you. You know what gets me here? BizarreBub has a way of making everything sound a bit creepy. Like, as with every birthday, the traditional birthday song. The traditional birthday song. Bro's talking about happy birthday to you. Makes it sound like a ritual, right?
during this festive party that something very strange happens. According to Brookie Diaz, the birthday girl, there hasn't been a day where she hasn't thought about this incident. What happened on her birthday will forever linger in her head.
She got older. No!
It's around 9 p.m. when this is captured.
Okay, 9 p.m.
Take a look.
I'm taking a look.
Happy birthday,
Thank you.
dear Brookie.
Happy birthday
To you. Make a wish. Make a wish. Make a wish.
and many more.
Right.
Almost.
Whoa.
Okay, she blew out the candles. Okay, cool. This is how birthdays tend to go.
I'm taking.
This is all pretty normal so far. Thank you, DJ Khaled. Thank you for the 12 months. Knew you were one of the Manifolders. Always could tell.
Oh, for God. I don't want to.
By the way, okay, she made it so far. She made a wish with all her friends in the room and got older. I'm gonna be. I wouldn't say this is quite the scary moment I was expecting, but you know, haunting. Another year goes by. True.
I don't want to know the details. All right, here, honey. The girl's got to have a present. This is from me. Yeah.
Did you know? Cute.
That's a Build-A-Bear.
Yeah. Jackie, press its pause.
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm feeling much better now, so whenever you can.
This is rather touching and genuinely a bit sad. It's Fleechan, thank you for the gift of sub. But yeah, this is yeah, bless. This is awful. I feel like we're gonna get a you know, the free space that we use whenever BizarreBub is a bit disrespectful. I could maybe potentially see that on the horizon here. I could see that on the horizon. I'm not going to accuse him early. He might be very respectful, but I'm just, you know, we'll see.
Hey kiddo, hope you're doing well. I'm
Shut up. No way.
What? That was sirens.
That has not worked. That has not worked.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hold the phone. Wait. That developed. That developed into something interesting.
Somehow, a toy fire truck goes off right when the family listens to Dad's message. Now, this fire truck isn't just a random toy, but a collectible that the father cherished. Considering that this went off at the same time, they can't help but think that Dad was reaching out to them. Whether or not this might have been a coincidence remains uncertain. However, it's the following video, taken only a week later, that leaves Brookie and her family completely baffled.
Oh, bless. So far, oh yeah, we can definitely tick off a child's toy as something weird. Where's that? I mean, yeah, I'm going to count it. I mean, technically it was the toy of a grown man, but it was a children's toy. But yeah, wow. That's one of those ones where, that's the most reasonable I've heard BizarreBub be, because usually he'll try and push the ghost angle, but he's like, maybe it's a coincidence. You know what? Maybe it is. But the fact that this toy randomly sets off, which is, like, unlikely. Like, I know toys do occasionally. Ah! Why would you do that? I'm having a moment, please. Like, toys do randomly set off sometimes, don't get me wrong, but like the timing of that coincidence and the fact that it's it's his voice, it's on her birthday, he'd recently passed. It's one of those ones where it could be a coincidence, but you know what? It's not scary. Like, I find situations like that not scary. They're just genuinely quite touching, and like, you know what? Maybe it could be coincidence, but I like to believe that it was real and it was really her dad trying to connect one last time in the afterlife. So you know what? I'm going to say out the gate, I would, unless, like, the only thing they could possibly have done, and I don't want to accuse anyone of this, but, like, I want to acknowledge the possibility, but I really find this very unlikely, is that they, like, it could be fake. They could have staged this whole scenario with the toy and everything for a TikTok and had someone upstairs to set off the toy. This is possible, but, like, I find that so unlikely. Like, the way that they were just filming by their side, they didn't even hardly film it because, you know, like, it's just, it'd be so fucked to fake something like that I'm just like, I just don't want to accuse it.
When I was 6, I saw a woman in a blue dress at my grandparents'. She stopped me from crossing this old bridge that collapsed later that same day. Turns out she was my great-great-grandmother who had been gone for over a decade.
Wow. Huh. That's fascinating. Thank you for sharing that.
Hey, Jack. Missed a fair amount of streams because daylight savings means it's 5 a.m. here when you go live.
Oh, bless you, sorry.
11 months.
Thank you for the 11 months. Yeah, no, but I'd say this one I would like to believe. I find it very unlikely that someone would fake that. You know, I don't think anyone would fake that at all. I think you'd have to be a particularly shitty person, and I don't want to accuse anyone of that baselessly. I think that's legit.
Brookie's lying in bed, trying her best to record the following.
I just missed a call from my dad. He's been gone. Like, I just heard his voice one more time.
Oh, bless. Wow. Well, I suppose, yeah, we could also mark off ghost orbs because of all the... I would say it is probably just dust, but we do mark that off. Fucking hell, man. Again, just another weird... Because, like, that happens. Like, you know, old numbers, when someone passes away, old numbers, I believe, can get repurposed. And stuff like that. But, like, you know, I know of stories... It's not... Oh, sorry, my eye itches like fuck. I haven't had a hay fever tablet today. I've heard of stories of people getting missed calls from sort of dead relatives and stuff, and I don't really know exactly how that works, but it's not uncommon. I'm sure that, in fact, I could probably Google an explanation because I think that does happen. But the teddy bear randomly going off at the same time she spots the missed call from her dad, as if he's tried to call her and then she's missed the call, so he's done whatever he can, is very sweet. There's just two lots of coincidences that are like, yeah, they could be coincidences, but it's not a scary thought, and it's quite a touching thought to think it's the dad trying to communicate, and therefore I like to believe it. And honestly, they are mad coincidences. Dad relative called me. There's so many stories about that. Yeah, because there's so many... Oh, sorry, my eye itches like crazy, man. I'm just reading stories now. It's like... I just... You hear about it, but actually I genuinely... I can't find any... I can find plenty of stories. I actually can't find an explanation. I figured that, you know what, because I've heard about it happening so many times that there's probably an explanation like when the phone company deactivates the number because someone's passed, then this or like, I figured maybe there was some explanation, but I genuinely cannot find one, which is fascinating. But yeah, sorry. Help, you look high. I don't look high. No, I don't. You fibber? Anyway, you told a fib, man. I don't think they reuse numbers. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh,
It's because of this incident that Brookie believes her father had been present. She took it as a sign that her dad was reassuring her that he was still there, even though she had missed the opportunity to talk to him. Whether or not he was actually
thank you very much
on the line is unknown. But nevertheless, it was already strange to hear the teddy bear with his voice talking at this moment. While this occurrence was already baffling enough, something happens only days later that leaves her extremely unnerved. Now the following incident, as she believes,
God, there's so much,
had nothing to do with her father. Whatever happened that night, according to her, made her feel immensely terrified, which she knows her father would never do. It's late at night when...
Okay, hold on. Stock image of a camera when camera is mentioned.
This is captured.
Did the door move a bit? I would say it's probably just a draft. Oh, every fucking door? Jesus. I don't know if
Now this particular video is something that Brookie doesn't like talking about, and for good reason. She was so shaken by this incident that talking about it now brings up strong emotions for her. Although knowing that posting this video wouldn't help, she hopes that someone could explain what happened. While some believe it might have been her dad's spirit reaching out, she believes it was something else. That night, she was overcome with a sense of dread, the likes of which she had never felt before. So understandably, she would rather talk about the pleasant moments that were caught on camera. At least these help her to cope with the passing of her father. These moments serve to remind her that despite being gone, her dad will always be there. As with all videos, this one remains a mystery.
God, that was 6 minutes, Jesus. It's tough, man. It's a tough one. Because, like, those first two videos I find completely believable. They're just, like, mad coincidences, but nothing... Like, it's nothing, like, absolutely insane, but they're just coincidences that are very strange. And they're quite touching ideas. But then there's that last one, and, like... Usually I go, oh, it's doors open because of drafts. But it is weird that all three doors went. Like, I know of, like, one door going and then the other one going because it creates that sort of imbalance in pressure. But when that one door's gone, I just find it shocking that the other one went. But, like, you know, I don't know. Just... I usually get quite skeptical when, you know, because it's like a three-parter. Usually when a lot happens, the doorknob turned, did it? No, you just hear the noise, but that's just, I would say that's just the latch going. I don't think you actually see anything, do you? It's difficult. I don't want to accuse something like this of being fake because, like, it just feels cruel to do. But at the same time, like, when there's, like, three things in a row, I do get a little bit skeptical because it's just so rare that people capture so much. It definitely, I don't know. I mean, also, quickly, did they give credit at the start of this?
On May 10th of...
They've given credit. Is this the TikTok? Because these were posted on TikTok. I recognize the font. Sorry, I've spotted the TikToks.
When I die, I'm gonna haunt you and smack that bald head.
What? Try and much ban that guy. I don't want to hear none of that. All right, I don't want to have to live in fear of that. Part of me thinks that potentially it was just a... Like, you've experienced two strange things, you know, and you've recently gone through loss, and then, like, your door's open due to a draft, and you probably will assume that it's something else paranormal. I don't know. I'm just kind of looking through I found the TikTok page, which, by the way, we can't tick off no free promo because there was free promo. But it's very yeah, it's interesting.
Tell me a ghost story that sounds completely unbelievable.
Hold on, they've got another TikTok. Hold on, let me find their TikTok. Let's do some private research here. All right, let's look at
chat. So today I had the brilliant idea.
What the fuck is this? I've opened TikTok, and the first thing I see is Nigel Grief's Rishi's Minecraft house. Fucking election season's ruining the UK, man. Jesus Christ. Don't get me wrong. I think it's very important to encourage people to vote, right? And, you know, and to do their sort of democratic duty. But fuck me. When I went to watch Channel 4 to watch Smiling Friends earlier, and and I got a notification on my phone saying, remember to register to vote. I went, I fucking have Channel 4! I just want to watch Smiling Friends. God, I get it. I do get it. And you know what? I'm going to do my bit now. If you're in the UK and you're old enough, fucking vote on July 4th. But at the same time, you got to get registered by the 18th of this month, which is tomorrow. So get on it. But, fucking hell! I'm trying to watch Smiling Friends. Man.
Oh my god, Jack, have you seen SKIBIDIBD?
I have seen Skibbity Biden, yes. I look. What was her username again? Lasagna Diaz. But yeah, fucking hell, man. Got sick of it.
Tell me a ghost story that sounds completely...
So this is her own...
unbelievable, but is entirely...
this one's crazy, so buckle up. I celebrated a birthday a couple weeks ago, and it's the first birthday that my dad
is it
has
just
not
a
been here
retelling
for,
of the story we
and that
saw?
was really hard, but it is what it is. And my mom got me a little Build-A-Bear with his voice in it. Like, the little clicky thing was his voice. And it was so sweet and adorable. And so we're all sitting at the kitchen table having a lovely time listening to his voice. And all of a sudden, one of his toy fire trucks goes off in the other room. Never once have I heard this thing go off in my life. The siren goes off, the lights go off. Like,
It is just a retelling of the story, which feels a little bit more legitimate, right? Like sort of stressing that story twice. Yeah, I'll be honest, chat. I do think it's legit. I think it's just maybe a coincidence with the doors thing. I mean, it could also be something terrible. She said she felt like a sense of dread and all that. It just seems so unlikely to me that you capture 3 things in such succession. But like, I absolutely believe the first 2. I think the third one could have been a draft, but who am I to fucking know? You know, I wasn't there. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Anyway.
That despite being gone, her dad will always be there. As with all videos, this one remains a mystery.
I went in the wrong spot.
On a Wednesday afternoon, a man rushes to his basement to record something that just happened.
YouTubers making their fucking weekly video. The only thing he didn't add is, having just woken up, YouTuber rushes to their basement on a Tuesday afternoon to record something that just happened. Fucking YouTubers making YouTube slop.
A man rushes to his basement to record something that just happened.
Oh, sorry, I've amused myself with my own joke. Oh yeah, that isn't creepy at all. Mate, what's your basement?
Man states that he just...
Mate, why have you got such a creepy basement? That's
the
your
afternoon
fault.
steps on the staircase.
It's got like a creepy, like, little girl's playroom basement.
But this was strange.
With a creaky door. That's the scariest basement ever.
As no one had been in the basement. So, he takes this video, hoping to capture what often happens when no one is down there. This is what was caught.
That's for his kids. Mate, why is he sending his kids down to the creepy
I've
basement?
been here a year.
That's
I love this community
cruel.
so much.
Thank you for being here a year. Thank you very much.
Take a look.
Mate, that is... Imagine being a kid having to go down there. I'd be terrified. Brother! At least the stairs don't creak. Oh, I'm a liar. I heard a creak. This is the world's largest basement. What a creepy, just a bunch of children's creepy toys with this weird, like, sickly pink thing, and it's like a tier of the back rooms. It's actually like a back rooms floor. Just weird pillars in the middle of the room for no reason.
When I was 20. Sometime after he died, I wanted to talk to him about everything, but I was scared to text his old number after he passed BC. I figured it could have been repurposed. Instead, I texted his Snapchat.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I can imagine they do that. That's also... I'm terribly sorry for that. That's awful that happened to you. Yeah, fucking hell. God. I don't like... Because I think about that. I'm like, I'm older than 20. Like, not much, but enough that, like, fuck it, like, the fact that people younger than me have died. Ugh, horrible. But anyway, fucking... Yeah, weird fucking space. Yeah, but like just the pillar in the middle of the room with like the fucking weird wallpaper on it. The fact that it's got uniform wallpaper is the back rooms.
Anyway, is the guy with the tiny sunglasses on TikTok going for Prime Minister this year? I think that whole thing is so funny.
Are you on about Nico Amalana? I don't know.
I guess it was my way moving forward. Then, about a month after I sent the message, the snap showed as opened. His phone had been destroyed in the crash he was in. We lost access to all of his accounts. I don't understand how that could happen.
Wow. And no one's logged in, or you've spoken to his family and stuff? Wow. That is crazy. Fucking hell. Again, terribly sorry, but that is, wow. God, that is weird. Anyway, I'll move back on this, but Jesus, thank you for sharing. How big is this room? Mate, that dog is terrifying. Just the weird cardboard cutout of the dog that works as a coat hanger for the dress. That is terrifying. Why is it frowning? Why is it fucking evil? It's a mirror. I don't think it is. I think it's just a massive room. This is the back rooms. Little girl back rooms. The little girl rooms. Mate, that doll is creepy as fuck. Look at his fucking snapped neck. Who's been down here killing the dolls? The killer's been in here practicing. Okay, dark room. Terrible camera work, by the way. Oh, there's a mirror there.
Like. Oh my.
Yeah, I'll be. That was faked. I'm gonna be completely honest. He does not seem even remotely scared. He like. Also, the camera work felt so purposeful. Like, as he comes down the stairs, bearing in mind the stairs have a full view of this room, right? Hang on. Like, let me skip it back a bit. Like, the stairs have a full... But, like, purposefully walking on an angle. So, like walking on an angle like this. And, like, pointing the camera this way as opposed to, you know, down the stairs is...
Hey, Manifold.
Hello.
My Riz. Hey, baby. What are your pronouns? Because I think you should let me them tiddies.
Mods, you know what I don't even have to say what you need. You know exactly what's going down. Just get it done with. But yeah, just like walking downstairs, like purposely pointing the camera at the fucking wall instead of into the room where there is stuff. You know, it just feels so weird. Oh, you're right. The mirror does make the room look bigger, but it's still massive. That still is a massive room. But yeah, I don't know. I get the impression the door... it just feels... Something about this... It feels too creepy. And the camera work's too purposeful. And the jump scare from the girl... I don't know. None of it feels... None of it feels particularly... real. Also, child does something creepy because the child snuck up on the dad. That counts as child doing something creepy. I'm happy to tick that off.
Oh my...
Entry's painfully fake. I wouldn't say so yet, but we're getting there.
What are you doing there? Who are you?
I got you good.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, you got my heart good.
I don't know, actually, the dialogue seems more real than I thought it would be. Them two talking felt a little bit more real. He deserved that for making her endure that creepy basement. Yeah, to be fair. Completely reasonable. Why was there the creepy sound effect? What happened? Nothing happened.
Out of nowhere, a toy ball seemingly throws itself at the man. Its sudden movement was enough to make him shut the door and stop the recording at once. What happened afterward is unknown.
That's interesting.
But based on the few details that were given, it's clear that the man and his family have kept away from this basement. Although lacking sufficient context, the video itself still holds up as being pretty creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. However, I want to see that again. I want to see that ball again. Something about it feels off. Yeah, it feels too it feels too perfectly like storyboarded, sort of like he goes down the stairs and he doesn't reveal the room, and then he reveals the room and there's creepy dolls and it's eerie, but nothing happens. And then his daughter jump scares him at the last moment, and it creates this, although there's a scare, it creates this sense of calm because you realize it was never haunted in the first place, it was just the kid. But then at the last moment, just as you think he's safe, he looks back and something happens. You know? It just feels too like you've read how to write a creepy story. Like, you know, it just feels too... You know how I mean? It just feels too planned out and orchestrated. Like, you know, dude looked into writing screenplays before this. Also, the track of the ball...
Oscar-winning performance and creepy dolls on bingo.
I don't know if it's reversed, but something about it's wrong. It's weird how it seems to freeze in place there. It doesn't seem to, like, go anywhere. I'm wondering whether it's like a string wrapped around the banister, and that's why it flies up into the banister and then off. I don't know, it's weird. Something about it just feels wrong. It's green screen. I believe that as well. Like, something about it is off. Something about it is off. I can't work it out quite, but something there is not right. Definitely. Definitely weird. I wouldn't say it's bad editing, because I can't 100% tell that it is edited, but something about the way it moves is weird. It's a 3D render. Maybe. It looks like it could be. I was considering that.
Was enough to make...
Oh. Hello, I haven't been able to catch up on streams, but I heard you needed some analog horror recommendations. I suggest Greylock. I think you'll enjoy it.
I can definitely give it a look. That's a bit weird, isn't it? That little weird movement there. That just seems a bit off. It's like some slight... Like it's made of a composite, and it's like it's not actually a real image. It's a composite, and that... Because those move weird, right? Like that dot moves. Nothing else moves like that. You're right. Something about it does seem off. I'm willing to say this is edited. That looks like a composite shot that's gone a bit wrong, and they're slightly out of line between the frames. I'm willing to say it's probably bad editing. It just moves weird. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's no shadow. Is there not?
And was enough to...
You're right, it doesn't actually cast a shadow, does it? There's like a bit of one there. There's not really a natural shadow. I mean, to be fair, wouldn't it cast a shadow? It wouldn't really cast a shadow. That doesn't look right either, does it? The way it bashes into that banister doesn't look right. There's a lot that seems a bit wrong. It's too bright for the room. Yeah, a lot of it seems a bit wrong. I don't know. I'm not saying it's... I'm pretty sure it's edited, and not very well. The other objects cast shadows. Yeah, but like only onto the stair around them, which this does as well.
Manifold,
but like, shouldn't it cast a shadow down here? yeah, we can get Oscar-winning performance for pretending that he was scared by the daughter. I'm pretty comfortable with that. Also gives me a very good line here where, let's face it, we always tick off the free space. I just wait till the end in case there's a disrespectful moment that I get to tick it off for instead. And no free promo is almost always the case. In fact, this one, I'm not even convinced had any. The Para World. Let's look up the Para World. If I don't find this guy, then... I looked up the Para World. Difficult one here, chat. It's a lot of videos we've seen in the past on BizarreBub. He obviously goes through this TikTok a lot. It's a TikTok page, and I guess he goes through their videos a lot because this is one of their ones. I don't know if that counts as free promo or not. It's not promo of the guy filming. This is just a compilation TikTok. I'm going to say that this counts as no free promo. Because it isn't promo to the guy that made the video. It's promo to the page that shares a bunch of ghost videos. You know? In which case, chat, usually I wait to take this off till the end, but
3 years.
Because we have 3 years! Spock, Ash, thank you. Thank you so much. However, entries painfully fake, it would involve that as well, you're right. Because, and I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. But because this is the one thing we need to get a bingo, I'm taking it off early, chat. Chat! I just wanted to get the lights changing colours in here. That's all I wanted. It's very rare I get to do that. Anyway, sorry, it's just we never get the bingo. I just really wanted to celebrate. It felt necessary. I mean, you know, forgive me for trying to have a little fun in this damn life. Forgive a guy for trying to just bring some joy into this damn crazy life that we all live. That we're all forced to live every day. Anyway, let's watch the next one.
Let's give a hip hip hooray for bingo.
Hip hip
This next footage was posted 10 years ago,
I hope you joined
it by
in.
far the oldest video on this list. But even so, this video continues to...
Why is everyone blue? That's my first question. What is wrong with you? And why are you blue?
...settle viewers.
That's
Those
what
who've
I'm
seen it, which very few have, can't seem to explain what was captured.
I haven't seen it, no.
In it, a woman is seen dancing by herself at her party, when suddenly, something in the background is caught on camera.
A little
This
blue
is what was
goblin?
caught.
A blue little goblin? Also, why is she dancing by herself? Oh, I spotted it. Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
Strangely, a small
Smurfs found footage. Gargamel with his tricks! It's Gargamel, man. That's what happened. Gargamel is tricking the Smurfs once again. He's trying to get to Papa. That's what happened.
child just disappears while climbing up the stairs. It happens quickly, almost too quickly that it seems like something ghostly was caught on tape. But even stranger is that no children were present at the party, or at least that's what the person who took this video claims.
Right, yeah.
If no children had been there, then who was this? But most importantly, how exactly did they vanish in just a matter of seconds? Like most videos, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question.
I'm going to show you all a video that definitively answers this question. Give me 2 seconds.
Beautiful.
Here you go, right? I'm gonna show you a video of this same thing. Guys, I found another ghost video. This is really ghosts, and this really happened. Watch this.
Beautiful. Tell me what you're wearing tonight.
Valentino.
And what was the highlight of the evening for you tonight?
Philip Seymour Hoffman winning for Best Actor for a Drama. Very exciting.
I think.
Where did this lady go? Guys! Where does the lady go? Watch, this lady here. She just disappears. She's gone. Poof, vanished. She vanishes into thin freaking air. Can you believe that? How does that happen, guys? How does that happen? I'm now going to explain how it happens. There's a debunked. Hold on. Yeah, there's a sadly, guys, there is in fact an alternate angle. This is what happens.
En este otro video podemos ver que la chica solo se encontraba fuera del ángulo de visión de la cámara. No hubo
You see the guy steps around and blocks her as she moves.
fantasmas ni vórtices temporales.
So she inadvertently, accidentally gets covered the whole time as she moves around. Now, we get back to BizarreBub. As I believe, the same thing has happened here. The little boy begins to go up the stairs behind... Oh, well, that wasn't a very good example. He begins to go upstairs behind our protagonist. And then she moves in unison with him. It's a bit of a coincidence, but it isn't crazy. And she just moves as he does, and he goes upstairs hiding behind her. Who is he then? He's just a little boy. I think BizarreBub probably just heard one rumor on the internet that she says there's no little boy there. The video is like 11 years old, as he claims. I don't think... I'll be honest. I think he just walks behind her. I'm going to be honest. That or it's, again, one of Gargamel's tricks. But, like, that is an older lady with a younger lady in a house. I'm going to say that this house party wasn't like some rampant teenage party. I think it's just a family gathering. There's every reason for a child to be there. I think he ender-pearled upstairs, maybe. But I'd say he just walks. Like, I think it's... Because, like, she doesn't move at, like, an unreasonable pace for him to be going up, like, super fast. You know what I mean? Like, that's not unreasonable. I think it's fine. In which case, I'm still going to keep playing bingo in case we can get, like, a full house. And also to play along with you guys. But honestly, I don't think anything really happens here.
When I was 7, I was reading at 12 at night. When I realized I tried to go to bed, my lamp was off, so I pulled the string to turn it on. When I did, it didn't work. After a bit, I gave up and put my head under the covers. Right after I heard the sound
of a pull on the lamp string, I immediately pulled the covers off me and nothing was there and the lamp was off. My doors were locked. It couldn't have been ever... What? When I was 7, I was reading at 12 at night. When I realized I tried to go to bed, my lamp was off, so I pulled the string to turn it on. When I did. It didn't work. After a bit, I gave up and put my head under the covers. Right after I heard the sound of the pull on the lamp string. Immediately pulled the covers off me and nothing was there and the lamp was off. It was off when you put your head under the covers, though. It's... What? It sounds like you just may have accidentally... I think you may have just thought you heard a sound that you didn't hear. Like you say you tried... So you were reading and then you realized it was 12, so you went to turn your lamp on. Do you mean you meant to turn it off? Because you would surely use the lamp to read. And then you couldn't get it off, so you put your head under the covers because it's dark under there and that's good for sleeping. And then you heard a noise and you came out of the covers and the lamp was then off and no one was in the room. Is that what that means? In which case, that is a bit creepy. Because the other thing you explained was, one, weird. Why are you reading with the lamp off and then turning it on to go to bed? And secondly, going under the covers and the lamp still being off when you come out is completely what you should expect. Well, we'll see. Ghost is just some guy. I'm willing to check that. I'd say the ghost is just some kid. I wouldn't say that was really a ghost like they claimed. I wouldn't say the footage is 7 pixels. It's pretty clear. It's just blue.
A small child just disappears while climbing up the stairs.
It's blue, but it's not 7 pixels. It's actually pretty clear. I wouldn't say
it
that's
happens
reasonable.
quickly, almost too quickly, that it seems like something ghostly was caught on tape.
Yeah, we saw this.
Answer to this question.
Number 5. I wonder what it could be. I hope it isn't the ghost of the top of the hour ad. Guys, the top of the hour spooky ad is gonna have to play. Guys, I'm sorry, but the ghost of the top of the hour ad has came inside of me, and I've got to do this now. It's inside of me, and I have no choice. Okay. Hi, guys. It's me, the ghost of the top of the hour ad talking. I've taken over Jack Manifold's body because I came up inside of him. You have to watch the top of the hour ad. I'm going to play it. It's a minute long, and it supports the stream greatly. All that happens is, basically, you have to do nothing. You don't have to do anything. Just leave the stream open. A minute-long ad plays. And it supports the stream. So just don't go anywhere. Don't click off. Just leave the stream open, and the ad will play. That's all that has to happen. If you want to avoid the ad, because there's no other way of doing it but this, you can subscribe, because subs get no ads on this stream. For just $4.99 USD, you can get 30 days on this stream ad-free. That's no mid-rolls, no pre-rolls. Those are the ones at the start of the stream when you click on them. Nothing but pure, uninterrupted content. You also...
Mr. Ghost, that was some dodgy phrasing.
What do you mean? Anyway, you support the stream. The best way you can support the stream is by subscribing. Guarantees some monthly income for Mr. Manifold over here, who I'm currently inside of. It also gives you custom emotes, a custom role on the Discord, a custom badge in the chat, and Jackson Dying Respect. You can also get a sub for completely free with a Twitch Prime. Click subscribe now. See if you've got a Prime available. So many people forget they have a Prime because they've linked their Amazon Prime to their Twitch and forgot about it. OMG indeed. Thank you for the 14 months, Oakley. You can see if you have a Prime right now. Everyone always forgets they have them, so double check. It costs nothing to Prime, and it still supports the stream whilst getting you all those benefits like the ad-freeness. Anyway. Ashylum. Thank you for the 8 months.
There is a place in Kentucky called Bob Mackey's. It is supposedly extremely haunted. Would you go investigate?
I mean, I'm just the ghost at the top of the hour ad, but Jack might go, and I don't know who he would go with, but maybe he would go. So yeah, there you are. That's my answer. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna run the ad now and then get out of this guy. I'll see you all in a minute. Guys, the ghost left. What the hell? What the freaking hell just happened? I mean, what the freak? Guys, what the freaking hell? Wait, guys, the ad's running. What the freak?
5 months finally better from my bad mental health biceps.
I'm glad you've recovered. Guys, what the freaking hell? Why is an ad playing? Where did I just go? It feels like I just spaced out for a while. Luna need help. Thank you for the Prime. Your fucking eyes. What happened to my eyes? What happened to my eyes? What do you mean it came inside of me? That sounds mighty gay. Ghost a little freaky. What are you talking about? And thank you for the 11 months.
Your eyes did it again, oh
What
God.
are you talking about? Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, subs. Shiggle? I shiggled? No, surely not. Thank you for watching the ads, everybody. Welcome back. Apparently, I just shiggled in real life again. People are saying my eyes. Apparently, my eyes got creepy, but I don't know why that would happen. I heard something about, I don't know, someone coming. It was kind of gross. Anyway, let's carry on watching the video. Let's just move on from that gross stuff.
In the following video, a man leaves his house before heading over to his car.
Okay.
At first, it appears
this seems relatively normal. That's generally the way people get to the car. Be weird if the car was in the living room.
that the video is nothing more than just random footage of a man leaving his home.
Yep,
While it may
does.
seem like that, it's what happens later that left him and his family completely unnerved.
Oh, there's more.
Now, this footage was posted by the man's wife, who's known as Lisa Miller. Both she and her husband have a small family that live in the suburbs.
I don't know why saying both she and her husband have a small family, as if they have separate families. Like that sound like you saying her and her husband have a family is not the same as both her and her husband. That implies they have separate families that live in the suburbs, right? My
have
dad
sleep
does.
paralysis, which is not fun half the time, waking up front-sided on the pillow and can't move. My mum also has it.
I don't know why you've chosen to tell me about that, but I'm sorry. Who said my dad does? Sorry about that. That your dad has separate families.
But this small family was recently made smaller as Lisa had just lost her father. It is
they did mean the separate. They meant their families that they come from. Now I feel bad. Oh, wow. I was not anticipating that. Also, it was really, really bad. I would go as far as to say cruel to use the footage of the kid on the little bike just prior to showing the coffin. I fully thought they were going to say they lost their kid. And I was going to be like, oh my God, that is so... I thought that the Fortnite kid... I thought that the Fortnite kid had died. And I that was terrible, but it turns out it was not him.
made smaller as Lisa had just lost her father. It isn't clear as to how he passed, but she'll always remember him for whistling all the time. As Lisa
I'm going to guess he didn't go around with his fingers in his mouth all the time. I figure he probably just did a classic. I'm going to guess.
mentions, he would always tell her to whistle if she ever needed him.
I'm not fond of that stock image of whistling you've used. I don't like how dangerously close it is.
Although she can do that now, this recording has shown her that she doesn't have to. According to Lisa, it appears that he hasn't left. This is what was caught.
Oh, bless him. God. That is a soldier right there. 5:30. God, I only see that hour when I stay up that late. Poor guy. He's got a Stanley Cup. Good for him. He didn't close the door. Okay. I get her dad used to whistle and stuff, but that was just a whistle. That could have been the husband, right?
The sound of someone whistling is heard clear as day on camera, despite...
Yeah, almost too clear. Like, the sort of clearness that sounds edited in, I really do hate accusing... You know when people, like, bring their dead relatives into it, I really feel bad for accusing it of being fake. But also, like... I don't know, man. No, I don't want to say it was recorded in post. I really don't think some lady would lie about thinking that she heard her dead dad on the fucking Ring doorbell. I'm going to assume the best of people here. But, like...
being quite loud,
that could be the husband,
appears that
right?
Lisa's husband didn't hear the whistle, but whether he had heard it or not doesn't matter to Lisa. The camera had caught it, and that alone has given her sufficient evidence to believe that her father is still here.
It's a Ring camera. They can whistle on it, can they not? What do you mean?
Although she has yet to come up with an explanation, she prefers not to, as what was captured has helped her grieve over his death.
Cool. That is all that matters. Then I'm not going to sit here and try and argue about it. If you think it's your dad and it's helped you grieve, then fair enough. It could be your dad. I'm not going to sit here and pick it apart. I'd feel cruel. Fair enough. I think if you feel that in your heart, then who am I to judge? I don't want to be that guy. That feels cruel. If it's been important to her, I think the fact that she says like she can't think of an explanation, but she doesn't want to, tells me that it's not my place to try and come up with one either. So fair enough.
Just who or what had whistled?
Yeah, it's not my place.
On the night of September 2nd of 2020, a father walks into his daughter's room to see if she's okay. It was just then that he heard her screaming for help. Naturally, he runs over to check on her, but when he gets there, this
It's fine, chat. It's fine.
Happens.
Oh my God! What's the matter? I just want to sleep with you now.
Something had
Was there a camera in her room to check on her? Because she's clearly a young child.
clearly terrified his
It's not
daughter.
unreasonable.
Although initially thinking that perhaps this might have been a night terror she was having, her parents couldn't shake the feeling that something real had scared her. Never had they ever seen their child this terrified.
Never have they ever. Never have I ever had a poo in a bush.
So, out of curiosity,
Don't know what happened.
they checked the
Megan Trobus, thank you for the prime.
footage taken from that night to see if anything odd stands out. At first glance, nothing obvious catches their attention.
Hello?
Boo. Hello, Mr. TV. I'm dropping you quickly in, but I have an exam tomorrow, so wish me luck.
I want to wish you luck. You scared me. Best of luck.
But after looking closely, they see it. Either someone or something had been inside their daughter's room.
And you figured how?
What's the matter?
Now it's hard to
That's the sympathetic tone parents should have. What's the matter? Daughter goes, oh my God. And he goes, what's the matter? Sounds like fucking Seinfeld. What's the big deal?
see where this mysterious figure is at.
Thank you for the prime.
But according to the mother, it appears at her bedside. A face, presumably that of a woman's, appears for a few seconds before disappearing.
12 months, let's go. Hello, bald man. Hello, beloved chatters.
Where? What are you talking? Am I insane? What are we talking about? What face? What have you've zoomed in on a bit of the floor.
Frame by frame, and that face right there is...
What are you talking about?
What popped up, but here is a close-up. Right there, you can clearly see
souls from
the
the
lips,
demons with the power
the
of
teeth,
bits,
the nose,
KEKW.
the eye.
Fuck off. Fuck right off. Like, sure, yeah, no. Oh, shut up. That's not a face. It's just the grain in the video happens to look a bit... All right, footage is definitely 7 pixels here for a start. This is, right, like, yes, sure, now you've pointed it out, I can see, but this is like when you look at bathroom marble tiles and you can see shapes and face. You know, when I was a kid, I used to constantly be like, oh, you can see faces in the bathroom tiles, or like in the rings on the wood on the fence. Like, yeah, you can make up, like, your brain can, like, it's pattern recognition, but it isn't actually a face. That is, like, just grain in the fucking video on one frame that looks a bit like, come off it.
The eyebrow and like hair. You can't tell me that that's not a face.
I can. I will. I'm doing it now. I beseech you to tell me that it was that was grain. You've described grain.
That this had been the reason why their child was afraid.
I can't even see it anymore. That's how unclear it is. Yeah, like. No. Oh.
Now, it's a bit hard to see at first, but a face can somewhat be made out.
Somewhat.
Although recorded a few years ago, they still can't explain what appeared in this footage. To this day, this video...
I reckon your kid just got scared, because kids do that. I used to love sleeping in my parents' bed. I used to get scared all the time. You know? I'm gonna be on it. Like, yeah, it's I must admit, it is a creepy video because the girl like goes, oh my God, and then she's like, and then he asks her what's wrong, and she doesn't like explain herself. She just goes, oh, I just want to sleep in your bed now. Like, you know.
What's the matter? Now it's daughter's room is having her. This happens.
Oh my God!
What's the matter?
I just want to sleep with you now.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, that is... Also, where's this face?
Boo. Last one than ill just watch, but I'm getting a jelly cat after my year 10 mocks. Do you have any suggestions?
Pumpkin.
But when he gets there, this happens.
You know what I mean? Is that the face we're supposedly supposed to see? Here? Come on.
What's the matter?
I just want to sleep with you now.
Something had cleared.
Like, I thought that's just a scared kid. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't think there's anything unnatural about. Oh my God, guys! Look, you can see a face in the blanket. No, I was wrong. She's surrounded by spirits. Chat, she may be the chosen one. Chat, can you see it? Look, right there, right near the bingo. No. Guys. You know what the craziest part is? That is more clear than the fucking face that they're claiming you can see. That is a more clear thing. Like, and I'm just like taking the piss, but this is what I mean. Like, that's how fucking straw pulley that was. Like, grasping at straws. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, we'll move on because that was silly. That was a silly one. I got nothing for you, chat. No, nothing.
Now this next video comes from Brenna Logan, who states that her sister had once worked at a children's center where something very strange happened.
What happened?
According to her, the center was a place for kids of all ages, including those who like to play music. It was pretty much a mix between a music school and a daycare center, which not many children went to for a couple of reasons. But the biggest reason was that they were scared. Children would often tell workers that a really mean guy was inside the play tunnel for kids. But of course, no one would be there.
I like the description of a really mean guy. Like, this was just like a dickhead spirit. You go, rah, get out of here, this is my tunnel. Rah! That's what they'd say.
Other times, daycare staff would find toys misplaced, even though no one had been inside. Now, eventually the daycare had shut down when COVID hit. But during this time, the owners had set up cameras to watch over the place in case anyone tried to break in.
Is this be FNAF? There's animatronics that walk around at night.
Although no one did, they did capture something that has left them pretty spooked. The following is their footage. Watch.
Yeah, that's weird. I'll give you that. That's not unreasonable. That is odd. It really went too. So I thought maybe it's like an earthquake, but nothing else was shaking. I wouldn't say the wind could push it that hard for that long. That is weird. Especially, I always find, you know, when like kids all think something as well, like when several children think the same thing, because kids have like very active imaginations, but when they all come to the same conclusion, there's like a weird mean man. That is weird. That is weird. A mouse! You know, that's a creature. That's a rat. There's a rat. I'm almost certain that that is a creature. That is like a rat or something. Jerry? Send my boy Tom in here. Sort that guy out. Is that my boy Thomas? That's weird. It's a lot happening all at once, but none of it's like crazy unbelievable. Apart from this object, I'm thrown off by that. I don't know, man. A lot is happening now. That's a lot to happen in one video. Like, it feels like a little bit of like they're doing too much. You know what I mean? I've never, in my experience, you get like the odd one or two things maybe. Like, ghost activity just isn't that crazy. I don't know. It is strange that all the, if it's true, obviously, I mean, we're just taking BizarreBub's word for it, that the kids seem to reckon there's like some scary man and stuff. And nothing that was, the little object running around was weird. I don't know. It is a little bit, it's a little bit strange.
Now makes sense as to why not many kids wanted to come here. From things moving on their own, to a strange white ball moving with a mind of its own. This place, as employees claim, is haunted.
Remy is so rude to use his telekinesis like that.
Yeah, that guy Jerry was just like, and that's how he moves stuff with his mind. It's like Professor X, who actually doesn't move stuff with his mind. It's like, he reads minds. I don't know.
Regardless of the video, Brenna's sister firmly believes this. She no longer works there, but still vividly remembers the creepy experiences she's had while working there. Despite not having footage of these spooky encounters, Brenna doesn't think her sister was just making things up. She believes her, and she believes that whatever was caught on camera is something that will continue to remain a mystery. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over.
Yeah, I don't think that, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. It's sort of one of those ones where like, yeah, that could be fake. It's a static camera angle, and static camera angles are the easiest to sort of edit, if that makes sense. Like, you could have a person walk around that room, and as long as you got a static image of that room, you can mask them out. It's all doable, you know? It's all doable. Oh yeah, we can totally do something falls over. That's true. The little, I don't know, you know? Little bit weird.
Over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. This next video was taken inside a house where apparently something pretty creepy was caught on camera. Now the person who took this owns not only this house, but a multitude of dogs. Each pet, according to them.
I saw a dog today. I got to pet a dog today. It was a big highlight for me.
Is deeply cared for, as they can't help but treat their dogs like children. However, just like kids, there are moments when they do things that make them feel spooked.
Damn yeah,
Whether
evil
it's staring
dog.
at an empty space or growling at something that isn't there, they act in ways that are very peculiar. This is something that the owner has tried to ignore or pass off as something normal, but after encountering the following incident, they now believe that something else is going on.
What
In
happened?
the following video, the owner is alone at home when this is captured.
Here.
Okay, sounds like knocking. No, they let it in! No, the evil spirits are in their house now! It's like vampires, you have to let them in. You let the ghost in, you're cooked. Yeah, it's done. It's done, they're finished. Big haunting now. That's a big ass pool. I'm jealous of Americans, man.
Now this wouldn't be the first time something like this has happened.
I'm gonna be honest, Random noise. I think that was just around. That's just knocking, man. Like that could be. It could be the wind blowing a thing that's causing it to. I feel like there's a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a lot that could be. Like, yeah, could be creepy, but like, it looks like an older house. They creak, they knock. I lived in an old house. I don't know. I just don't think that's crazy. Almost another bingo, by the way. If those dogs get involved, we've got a two-way bingo, which is a first. We've never had that. Also, it will be in the shape of an England flag, so that I can go, he's coming home! He's coming! Ghosts are coming! Actually, that's not, I don't want that.
It was just then that he was able to capture what both he and his wife had been experiencing. These knockings don't seem to have a common source, as they happen randomly throughout the house.
It might just be the sound of the bag knocking against the door.
Could be anything, exactly. There's just so many options here.
On one occasion, the man's wife is alone at home, when suddenly she captures this.
Okay, it just happened again and the dogs are freaked out.
Why are they growling?
Get it. David, come over here. Get it. You be right there. Something opens that door, you need to get him.
If something opens that door, you need to get him. Davey, get ready. Get ready, Davey. If a ghost comes in, you gotta kill it.
Happen again.
I don't know how ghost dogs do that, but you know. That's a big knock. Yeah, that was a delayed run to the window, wasn't it? That was delayed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 seconds is ample time for the person that just knocked to run away and get out of frame so you don't film them. Also, interesting that 5 is like a very... Like, you would pick 5 seconds, wouldn't you? You go, yeah, I'll knock, you give me 5 seconds. Like, that's such a neat number, and that was like... Let me timer that. Let me time that.
Oh my god.
That was like almost 5 to a T. Timer. Right. No, what? Why did that open fucking Adobe? Right. Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna happen again. It just happened again.
It's dead on 4 seconds that she moves, like almost dead on. So yeah, about 5. Which, bear in mind, people count a bit inaccurately. Yeah, mate, they definitely went, I'll knock, you wait 5 seconds. That shit stayed.
Move.
Don't be rude to the fucking dogs. Don't be rude to the dogs. I didn't like that she said move to them like that.
Nobody there. The dog stopped barking now.
Thank you for the Prime 69 wacky.
Davey's freaking out by the
She
door,
knocked the wall
though.
because when the knocking happened, the camera shook, did it?
Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna happen again. It just happened again.
Yeah, I think you're right. She is right near a wall and the camera does knock. I do believe she actually did the knock. You're right. Never mind. I don't know why she waited so long then. However, I don't know whether to call this animal behaves weirdly because she is making a knock and of course the dogs are growling. I don't know whether... Does this count, do you think? That's what I'm trying to work out. Why do they growl? Yeah, alright. In which case, chat, you'll never guess what. more song because of the as you can see, the shape of the you know, the shape, I suppose that's what, because of the shape of the two bingos actually reminds me of a certain flag, a flag of a great nation, a nation that I hear something's coming home to currently.
We're not creative enough.
That's what I hear. I mean, this is what I'm hearing. I mean, this is just what I'm hearing.
It's coming, football's coming home.
We'll go on getting bad results,
It's coming home! It's coming! Football's coming home!
It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming.
Football's coming home!
It's coming.
You get the point. Right. We'll carry on now. I just needed to make that point clear to everybody else. I have not been watching the football at all, by the way. I couldn't give less of a shit.
Move. By the door, though.
Hold on, there's more.
The dog stopped barking now.
Okay.
Davey's freaking out by the door, though.
Okay.
Just like before, the source of these knocks is nowhere to be found. It isn't surprising to the couple that they can't see who or what is knocking.
Okay.
They believe that it's something supernatural, given the strange behavior exhibited by their dogs, as well as
dogs do just sort of react when there's knocks, though. I wouldn't say it's that strange.
other odd experiences they've had. It only makes sense to them that something unexplainable is happening. But like all videos, this incident remains elusive. Just what exactly?
I would say the first knock might not have been staged. But actually, wait, how far away is he when the knock starts? Hang on.
Something pretty creepy once when they do captured.
Here.
No, that is on the glass.
Wow.
I don't know. It's a little bit weird. But I'm still not convinced. That second one was obnoxious. That was definitely fake. Last one. Let's see what this is. Don't go anywhere, though.
Now,
We got
this
more
next
stream after
segment
this.
features 2 videos, both of which have some...
That's a first. Just showing fucking file icons. That's a first. Never had that before.
something in common. In the first clip, which comes from Casey Lee, something happens that to this day gives her goosebumps whenever she thinks about it. On this particular night, Casey was having a few drinks at her house. Feeling a bit tipsy, she begins to talk out loud. She speaks as if Chris, her deceased husband, was still around. Despite being gone...
This is a sad one today. Man, we've had dead... What have we had? Two dead dads and a dead husband? Fucking hell. And what, just a lady drinking by herself and speaking to her dead husband? Christ, this is getting... Fucking hell.
She talks to him as though he were there. What happens next chills her to the core. Watch.
Okay.
Chris, please watch over Boston. Daddy's got you, okay? I'll make sure you're okay. I think he'll make sure I'm okay too. That. Really?
That's touching.
Oh my God, I couldn't have timed that any better. I hope those cameras pick that up.
Oh, that's really touching. It's another case of, like, you know what? It's a very touching idea. And you know what? Maybe the light just flickered, but it came at a right moment. Coincidence or not, I think it's nice to believe. It's probably very important to her, so I'm not going to sit here and argue about it.
That's insane.
Oh, and lights flickering on the
The
big
light
too.
flickers as if letting her know that he's listening. Aside from flickering at the right time, it flickers.
It was a real like double. It wasn't like it didn't even look like an electrical. Not to like. I know I said I wouldn't debunk it, but I'm kind of arguing in favor here. Like it didn't even flicker in the way lights do flicker when there's a bit of an electrical fault. Like that went on off, like very clearly.
Not once, but twice, which viewers believe is a sign that it wasn't a problem with the electricity. Even before this, the dogs appear to sense someone familiar. Understandably, this footage never fails to bring Casey to tears. But as if this wasn't already sentimental enough, the following video captures this. Josie Sanchez is alone at home when something happens that prompts her to take out Casey to tears, which viewers on this particular features two the couples, both of which have something in common. In the
oh, it's two videos, but they're not the same people, right? Sorry, that's why the name confused me.
Sense someone familiar. Understandably, this footage never fails to bring Casey to tears. But as if this wasn't already sentimental enough, the following video captures this. Josie Sanchez is alone at home when something happens that prompts her to take out her phone.
Okay.
Do it again, Dad.
Oh God, another one. Another dead dad. There are so many sad ones today. God, man. God, everyone's right. This is...
Do it again, Dad.
Flickering the light. As with Casey.
Yeah, I don't want to argue it. I think it's important to her. That's all that matters. You know, I'm slightly more skeptical about it than I was this one, but I don't want to sit there and argue about it. I think it clearly meant a lot to her. I mean, she burst into tears the second it happened. So if it's what she believes, I stand by it. I think it's completely believable. I don't think anything about it is unbelievable. So why not?
Casey's footage, many viewers feel that something supernatural had happened. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own judgment. Just what exactly was caught on camera? Thanks for watching.
Damn. Well, that was a very emotionally driven BizarreBub today, huh? And 2 bingos, so there was high emotions for me as well. Jesus. I mean, God. Well, obviously, I'm going to ignore some for the moment. I think if I was to rank them from least believable to most, I would say... least believable for me is number 6, the little avatar, the Smurf girl, with a little Smurf that goes up the stairs. I think a boy just walked up the stairs in similar timing. So I would say that's the least believable. Like, it's very easily explained. I'd then say number 2 is probably the next most fake, the one with the knocking on the windows. It's probably just a sound, that or they're faking the knocking. I just don't find it that compelling. Like, none of it really... The knock was too loud. They didn't check it with enough time. The arm goes while the knock happens. It just all seems very fake. Oh, no, sorry, I forgot about the face. Sorry, no, I would say the little girl having a night terror, which was probably just a little girl.
Maybe it's because it's Father's Day with all the deceased father's sad face.
Maybe. But yeah, this one where they reckon they could see a face in the girl's room when she gets scared. Sorry, that's second most believable. So most unbelievable is yeah, blue Smurf boy going upstairs. He just went upstairs. This is probably just a girl having a night terror. But yeah, the way she responds is a little bit odd. But I really wouldn't say it's anything more than... just, yeah, easy. Like, the face is ridiculous. Then I would say number 2 with the knocking. Her hand go, like, the camera jigs as the knock. It just all seems a bit odd. Then I would say number 7 with the creepy downstairs. All seems two-stage. The ball definitely seems edited. I just can't prove it, but it definitely, to me, looks like editing. I would say I'm pretty certain. And just the staging of it all, I'd say that is the next one. Then number 3, again, I'd probably say this is fake, though I don't know how any of it was necessarily done. Probably just editing. Or maybe strings or something. I don't know. It just doesn't, something about it doesn't seem real. There's just too much that happens all at once. But it's not unbelievable. You know, like nothing like really makes me go, wow, this is definitely fake. I'm just going off of instinct that like too much seemed to happen at once. And then I think from there, I don't really want to lump the other, all the ones with the dead relatives into the rankings. I'd say, you know what? It seems that all these people that experience these things genuinely believe it's their relative getting in touch, and it seems to be very important to them. And I don't think it's my place to sit and go, well, I think this one's real, and I don't think that's like right. I'd say they're all pretty believable. I don't think any of them are crazy. I don't think any of them are like out of this world. Like that definitely can't have happened. I think they're all pretty believable situations in which, yeah, a little thing has happened that is difficult to explain, and it coincides with the death of a relative. I'd say, yeah, they're all pretty believable. If I was to pick one that I think is the most compelling, it's probably this one with the light flickering. That or maybe that or the fire truck dad, but I'd say probably this one, just the timing of it. But overall, like, you know, I think they're all sort of joint first place, really. Yeah. Why is everyone saying TV girl? What, am I stupid? Why is everyone just saying TV girl in chat? I mean, I know the band. I know it's a band. I like their music, but why is everyone saying it in chat? Have people just decided randomly to just start saying it while I was... Okay. Cool. The blue girl. Oh, sure. From the album cover. Right, I get you. Okay. Cool. Fair enough. But yeah, I would say I'd lump all these last few in with each other. But yeah, I'd say my order... I don't know if anyone wrote that down, but I'd say, yeah, my order was... I could probably do it very quickly. 6... 4, 2, 7, 3, and then all the rest are just sort of lumped into a joint first place, I would say, because I do. But anything other than those dead relative ones, I don't particularly believe, other than maybe the nursery. The dead relative one is the only one that makes me go, definitely, like, those are, yeah. That's the order for me today. And that is, with 2 bingos, this episode of BizarreBub.